Hello and welcome back to Georgesgamingguide. Today I'm going to be doing the build and review of the newly released Imperial Star Destroyer. The set number for this set is 75394 and this is made out of 1,555 pieces. So this is quite a large set. The measurements for the set are 6 inches or 16 centimeters high, 18 inches or 46 centimeters long, and 11 inches or 29 centimeters deep. So it is a reasonably large set. Now, with that piece count, you do get 7 minifigures, which are all very nice. They are Darth Vader, Commander Praji, I believe is how you pronounce it, an Imperial crew member, an Imperial gunner, an Imperial Navy trooper, a Stormtrooper, and a 25th anniversary exclusive minifigure in the form of Kestis. So that should be very interesting, because obviously this is the first Kestis, so it'll be good. So I'm just going to show you the front of the box. You can see the minifigures along the bottom, and then Kestis on this side, and then you can see a picture of the main model. And then on the back there's some more bits and bobs, so you can see on this side how you can take the top and the sides off. It shows some storage, and then it does also show how the guns can move on the sides. And then on the top it's just showing a couple of scenes which you can have. And overall I think this set does look really nice, and I'm really looking forward to building it. So without further ado, let's start the build. So this is the finished model, and overall I do think that it looks absolutely amazing. I think that LEGO has done brilliantly on this, and personally it was a real blaster build. The only thing I have probably wrong with this set is there's no stand. I would have liked a stand, but other than that I think LEGO has done really well on it. Now before we go on to the main model, let's have a look at the minifigures. So of course we're going to start with Darth Vader. So he's got his classic black cape, black helmet, red lightsaber, and then when we get on to the proper printing on him, we can see that on his chest he's got the box, all the controls on. His belt's got controls on as well. He has got like the silver bit just below his neck, and then it shows some different curves in the armour, and then on his back there is the back of the metal bit that goes around the back of his neck, and then there are just some more curves in his armour. Next we have Commander Praji, I believe is how you pronounce it. This is a very sort of run-of-the-mill officer's uniform, so obviously in full black, hat with the small silver dot on it, pistol, no printing on the legs, he's got a silver belt, and then he's got some creases in what he's wearing, and then also the blue and red squares to show which rank he is. Now we have the Imperial crew member, who is very similar to the Commander Praji actually. He's got also the black hat with the silver circle on it. He's got basically the same uniform but in grey with some different creases on, and then he's got a slightly less substantial silver belt. Now we have the Imperial Gunner. Now this Imperial Gunner, it's actually a really nice minifigure, and I say that because on the side there's like some controls on the side of his helmet, and I think it looks really nice. The way it's been moulded looks really nice, and it's a really nice detail to have on the minifigure. Next, there's obviously the rest of the helmet with the Imperial symbol on the front. He's got a pistol. There's like some pockets on his trousers. He's got more like the commander's belt, a little bit more substantial, and then it shows where what he's wearing on his front is fastened around his side. Next, we have the Imperial Navy Trooper, who has a assault rifle rather than pistol. Sorry. So he has got an interestingly designed helmet, which has got some like almost holes in it at the top, which goes all the way around except for the front. It's like a half circle. He has got the same belt as the Imperial Gunner, and again, no printing on the legs, but there are some creases on his front to show the uniform. Next, we have probably one of my favourite minifigures in this set. There is the Stormtrooper. Now this is just because the helmet is moulded so well. I think that it's very, very good the way Lego's done this, and I'm very impressed. But anyway, so he's got some grey markings on the helmet, and then he's got the like black eye slits, although it's not like some of the old ones where it was just a gap and then there was a plain like completely black head. There is a character's head underneath, which is good. And then obviously the curvature where the mouth would be and the breathing box, and then he has his white belt and the curvature in his armour to show obviously where it would curve, and then he's got some printing on his legs and torso. Now that is it for the normal minifigures. Now we have the special 25th anniversary Kestis, which is the first Kestis minifigure, which does look really nice. It's obviously very different to the rest of the minifigures, obviously with the blue lightsaber, the orange hair, the grey trousers with some printing on it for pockets and creases, and then he has got like a brown armoured bit on his front with a sort of beigey belt, and then on his back there's the back of the armour, the back of the belt, and the you can see a little bit more of the blue shirt he's wearing underneath. Now that is the minifigures, we'll be right back with the main model. So now I've finished with the minifigures, let's have a look at the main model. Now, as I said a few moments ago, this is a really, really nice set, and Lego has done a really good job on it. As I mentioned before, the only thing I'd say is probably wrong with this is that there's no stand. It would be nice to have a stand, but I suppose with it being the shape it is, and obviously how small it is, it would have been quite awkward to fit a stand in, but never mind. So this does all open up, so I'm going to finish the video with it all open. So I'm going to start with the outside and work my way in. So I'm just going to spin it around so you can see all of the outside of the model. It is a very well detailed model, and I'm very impressed with how Lego has been able to do it. So if we go back to the back, you can see the engines at the back, very nicely designed, and I think look really nice, and then you could just see the back of it as well, really well detailed. You can open this bit at the back, which does show you some bolts. Now they are just in case you lose one of the two that are in the front. So there are just two little bits, one on either side, that, if I show it this way, they go up like that. You pop it down, you push it all the way down, and the bolt will come out, which is a really nice design and a real nice little playability feature. Sorry, this is like not a flame ball. So we've got the bridge, which has got the classic two circles on the top, and then there's a little sticker on it to show the bridge as well. And now you can see the gun emplacement on the side, but they do move, which again, very nice playability feature, and I think even not for playability, I think for displayability it's really nice, because you could choose which way you want to angle it, and this does work on both sides. There's just a lever at the back, as you can see, which you push in and out, depending on how you want it. Now, on a lot of Lego's newer, smaller, big models, if that makes sense, they've been adding a handle, which is included in this set if you just lift this up, which is really nice. So that does just open to give you access to that. Now, there is an inside, as you saw on the box. So if you lift the top up and angle it up, it will just slide out, giving you access to the inside. Now, this is very cramped, so what you can do to get even more is remove these sides, which again is really, really nice. Now, the only thing I've had with the sides is, luckily it hasn't happened this time, but here I have had come off before as I've opened it, so that is just something to tell you. So if we have a look at the inside, this is really, really nicely detailed. You do still have access to the handle, although I wouldn't recommend using it because obviously the sides will go at the bottom. But if we just have a look, you can see at the back here there's 2 screens. Now that is on both sides, as you can see. On this side we've got some crates, on this side we've got like a war table. On this side there's like a small medic bay with a glass case next to it, which presumably is some sort of drink, as I guess. As it is, if I just open it up and get what is inside out. Sorry, this is a real pain. It's one of these where it like perfectly fits in, so it's not great to try and get. There we go. It does look like almost a canned drink, or a holocron, I suppose it could be, but it's probably, I don't think it will be that. So it could be like a drink of some like bottle of water or something. Anyway, on the inside there is like a little command table. You can see some guns there, and then on the very front of it there are some panels which are on either side with a seat for the ones that are there. And yeah, so overall I think that this is a really, really nice set. Lego has done a really good job on this. I think that it looks really nice. Now I am going to attempt to put this back up. Now I have had some issues trying to get this together before. It seems to have gone fine this time, but I found this side sometimes doesn't sit properly. I don't know why, I don't know what's different about that side. It's worked this time. It hasn't worked every time for me, and then also getting this on, which again has worked this time, but I have had to get Dad's help because it has been a little bit stuck and I just can't get it over something. But overall I do think that this is a really nice set and I would really recommend it. And yeah, so thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about it, and also make sure to watch out for the Sunday's video, which is going to be my review of the Legolas and Gimli brickheads.